Let's talk about the control panel. That's going to be one of the 3 panels in your instrument cluster. Let's start at the bottom here with this row of controls. We'll hit it, and that gives you trip 1, trip 2, and off. Let's go back to trip 1. You see I have 2.8 distance and 22.5 average mile per gallon. Let's say I like to reset my trip every time I refill my car with gas. Press and hold, you'll get this little bubble, and that resets it. And trip 2, same thing, press and hold, get the bubble, reset. The button next to it gives me gauge, map, AR, camera, night vision. We'll talk about that shortly. And right here, HUD. HUD stands for heads up display. That's out here. If you can kind of see it blinking, it's daytime, but you can kind of see it out there blinking. I'll press HUD. You'll get height to adjust it up and down. As you can see it moving, downward now and upward now. And I can also go with brightness and dimming it to the point where I can't see it at all. Let's just bring in brightness. Let's go with the brightness again. And it's blinking because of my video. All right, now let's go back to gauges here. All right, we'll start at the top with gauge. Gauge gets you your typical look when you're driving. It's the temperature, the time, the date, your mile per gallon. I'm sorry, your mile per hour. This box, of course, shows the street you're on and what's the speed limit for that street. Tachometers right here, your miles on the car. These little X's shows if the seat belts are buckled or not. And of course, we have radio on the right and how many miles are left on your tank of gas right here. What wheel drive you're in, 2-wheel or 4-wheel or auto. And of course, what gear you're in. That's all under gauge. If we hit map, of course, it brings our map over from here that we can have if we tap it, and brings it over here so that you don't have to take it's a better line of sight if you have it here. But some people like to look over here, and that's fine. But if you have it here, that allows you to put anything else over here to this side. And night vision. Can't show you night vision because it's very bright today and it only works at night. But the way it works, it picks up anything that's in front of you. Let's say you're on a country road and there's a deer way down the road. It'll put it in yellow and bracket it and follow it along to let you know, hey, there's a deer coming up. Or if there are people walking in front of you, it brackets every person, highlights them, and lets you know that there's a person. I remember one day I was coming out one early morning, and before the sun came up, and I saw a rabbit run across my car, and it picked up that rabbit hopping past my car. And AR camera. This is called augmented reality. That's what AR stands for. And it gives you your view in front just like you're there. If I was to put a navigation into the vehicle, it'll show where to turn on that particular street. And as I get closer, that arrow gets bigger and bigger until I pass it, and it seems like it's going over my head. Augmented reality is a thing that's going to be a big deal in vehicles in Cadillac in the near future.